lives. I mean, I think we all do that. So I think that's an important thing for people to know. I mean, I know during these hard times you've been there for people, and we have as well. So that carries forth to trying to get people into homes. I found a reluctance for people to come and talk to me because they say, well, I'm not ready yet, and I know you're busy, and that's really not what I'm about. I'm about trying to help people.
That's a great statement, because I think we are all running pretty busy right now, and I certainly have this thing. I'm so busy. I'm doing this and doing that, and I really probably come off that way a lot, that I'm just too busy, and somebody might not want to bother me. And I am busy, but to a certain extent, we all make a lot of busy too, and we definitely are available in the community for someone that needs help. We have someone that comes in our office all the time that lives close to where our office is, and an older gentleman, and he comes in, and we help him all the time when he needs to re-rent his, he's got a little ohana. And I would never, ever, ever not give him whatever time he needs. He'll come in, and he sits down, and he's always so appreciative, and we do our best to take care of him. And, it's the little things, Tricia, in the community, don't you think, where we just give a little kindness that goes a long, long way.
I agree, and it's where our hearts are. We really care. And one of my concerns is now that especially the, international buyers are coming in and the mainland buyers, is I want to make sure that the local people buy too, because there have been times where we've all, said, God, this whole island is going to be owned by, not the local people, and we want local people to buy. It's important.
Well, I think, again, we're at a stage that they can buy, and I think it is important right now, as we're coming out of a recession, that everybody take advantage of this. I've been quoting, and I think you heard me say this before, a recession is a terrible thing to waste.
Yeah.
And we're at that point now where I think that we're going to see prices start to turn around, and there are properties that were built to be owner-occupied, but all of a sudden they look like a great value to anybody. So let's say somebody from California who wants to come over here for a second home, or maybe they want to move over here, they're retiring. It's a great value for them, because if they don't put all of their dollars into where they're going to stay, they have more money to do the things they want to do when they're here.
Yeah.
But again, each time that happens, it does take away a property that would be perfect for an owner-occupant.
Yeah. But I think those of us in Hawaii have been hit by by the downturn harder than a lot of people, and a lot of the mainland markets are coming out faster. So it's almost like we need to put the fear aside and say, okay, this is a really good time, and I'm going to do it.
I agree. I mean, we all need to put the fear aside.
Yeah.
But again, the fear is well-founded. A
well,
lot
it
of
used
people
to be.
here. Yes.
And now I think it's less well-founded, but it's hard to shake.
It's hard to shake. It's really hard to shake. And a lot of people now we all know people that have had 2, 3, and 4 jobs, that were really not doing so good because they suddenly only had a job and a half.
Right.
But a lot of them, have now come back on the other jobs that they've typically had and are doing well again. And it seems the island is jammed. The restaurants are crowded. The occupancy is way, way up.
Yeah, and I just want to put in a plug for those visitors. I know they've been, there's been a lot of, press about whether or not we should support the visitor industry, but boy, they make our island hum when they're here. And we need those people out there buying things in shops and restaurants, and, we need that spurt in our economy right now.
Absolutely, and we always have.
Yep.
I think that it is time that, every time I hear someone say a tourist was in front of me, I just think we shouldn't even be using that word anymore.
Yeah.
These are our visitors.
They're our guests.
They're our guests.
Yeah.
And there's nobody that has a business here that isn't in one way or another related to the visitor industry.
That's true.
So I think we really have got to be really careful, and over a period of time on the show, we've been talking about that. If you can just spread a little aloha, practice a little aloha in your daily life, and be kind, to the visitor. The person, I keep saying, is the one in front of you in the grocery store that is blown away by the cost of the milk.
Yep.
And instead of being a little annoyed that they are taking too much time, if you just kind of share with them, that's just what it is. We're all paying that for the milk, but it's not a lot to pay when we're here in paradise and everything is being shipped in from somewhere.
Yeah.
And most of us, I don't want to be anywhere else in the world. I want to be in Maui.
I know, it's such an amazing place, and we have gone through a rough time, and I've gone through, I mean, I've listened to so many people that had small businesses and have lost jobs, and, you know, all these people are starting to get back to work now, and they're starting to thrive more now, and it's a wonderful thing, and a lot of that is the visitor industry.
Yes, the visitors are here.
Yeah.
They really are here, and like I say, they happen to be looking at real estate again. But I do think that the local community, people are definitely looking at properties. They're getting out there, realizing that that this is the time. This is the time to be buying a property, and the same to be getting a mortgage, buying a property and having Tricia work on a loan for you. Again, we could be at totally different interest rates and a far worse time to be getting a mortgage in a year. I think that the prices today are going to make it way easier for you to get a loan.
Yeah.
So I think we're kind of just about running out of time, Tricia, so I could let you off the air, and hopefully the next time you'll be able to come in and spend some time with us here in the studio.
Well, I'd love to.
Thanks
for inviting me.
Thank you. Aloha.
Aloha.
So we're now kind of winding down again, but I'd like to remind you, check out our website at sakamotoproperties.com. You know, that will get you into the Maui Board of Realtors. You can just select an area. You could pick Kula Upcountry and look at all of the properties. And then when you send off an email on that, it will come to our office, and we'll be able to give you a call or pick up the phone and call us at 808-669-0070. And we'll be able to fill you in on anything that you want, you know, in the real estate arena. So again, call us, 669-0070. Check our website, sakamotoproperties.com. I'm Betty Sakamoto, and we're pretty quickly going to come up here to Danny Couch, taking us off the air. Oh, and don't forget, this weekend, the 19th, Whale Day at Kalama Park. I think I'm saying the right part. It's fabulous. I went last year for the first time. KAOI, we're going to have a booth. I'm going to be there. Everyone from the station will be there at some time. There's going to be some sort of a huge food contest, you know, with all the booths that someone from the station is doing. Anyway, aloha. Thank you for listening. Call me, Betty Sakamoto, 669-0070. Aloha.
Special magic.